Hello everyone, welcome back to iFarouq the Dev channel. This is the 8th episode in the How to Build a Chat App series. In the previous episode, we created and linked the app's pages, while in this episode, we are going to refactor our code and make some technical check-ins. So let's continue. Okay, as I said, we are going to refactor our code. I'm going to start with chat.php file. What we need to get here is these three tags, body, main, and division tag, to take them away and put it back to our header, which is here. We are going to put it here, okay? Save our file and get back there and refactor the code again. Yes. This back. You can make this one to stay on one single line. Alright, let's test it and see. You see it work perfectly. Alright, so we are going to do the same thing with other pages. All we need to do here is to just get rid of the lines and this. Okay, and refactor the file. Same thing with this one. Okay, for request. Yes, search. Profile. Alright, that's all. Let's take a look here. Chat, friends, request, and profile. And the problem regarding this profile section, I have fixed it behind the scene, so we have no more issue with the undefined variables now. Alright, we have refactored our code here. So I think now it's better than earlier. The next to do is to implement our menu indicator. Like this one, you see? Menu is indicated, we are on friends page. Like on request as well. Profile submenu. See, it's working. This is what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's give it a shot. But first, what we need to do is to create a new file called system functions.php with s, functions.php, and make it. We have multiple ways to implement this indicator we are intended to do with our menu, but I'm going to stick with the simplest one, which is to use function and ternary operation in my front end. So what I'm going to say here is to create a new function and give it a name. I'm going to say URL is open bracket. Sorry, I forgot to create function. Then return $n. We are going to use server global variable here to get our URL. So I'm going to write request inside my array. Request URI equals to, I'm going to pass the value through this variable. I call it value. So this is it, and the next thing to do is declare our functions file inside our pre-auth header. But before then, I'm going to rename this pre-auth header to just header to make it simple to identify. Okay, so the next thing to do PHP require the name is links slash system functions.php. Alright, we can test it to see if it's functioning. Name it like this. Vadom URL is functioning. What's our URL currently here is our URL here is this. Don't mind about this error. I'm going to fix it because this vadom function is incomplete. That's why we got this error. Okay. Now I'm going to say URL is this and terminate our code and die. Let's take a look. You see, it's true. It shows our URL is correct and the same with the one we have here in our vadom functions and the one we have in our URL. Let's change it, maybe just get delete S and take a look. You see, it falls. Okay, which means it's working. So we are going back to our menu bar and create this indicator. So as I said, we are going to use ternary operation. Ternary operation is just an alternate to if and else statement. I'm going to show you how it's working. If we set a file if and else statement, let's assume this is our URL. I'm going to say our URL equals to this. Then we need to print this for us. Echo style equals to background color and if the URL is not this value, then we are going to print empty style. Okay. Echo just empty. Alright, so this is how it's going to work, but we are going to replace this with our function, which is URL is and pass our variable. The variable here can be anything, so I'm going to say this slash chat .php with s. So this is how our if statement is supposed to be. But if we are going to use ternary operation, we don't need this if and this. What we are going to replace our if with is question mark here, and the else statement, to replace it we are going to use colon, and then echo. That's all. It's not something very difficult to use. If we take a look down here, 5 lines of code, we just compress it in one single line of code. You see, it's not that hard. So we are going to copy this and use it back there in our menu bar.php. Here also I'm not going to use echo. Instead I'm going to use this shorthand and paste my code. If this equals to this, then it's going to be this color. If our URL is chat.php, the menu background color is going to be this, and else is going to be just its previous color. Let's take a look. You see it work. Oh, sorry, this is related to the that file I have named. Rectify the problem. Header. Let's take a look again. See, it's working. if we click on chat, the menu bar is going to indicate we are on chat.php file. You see, chat files, chat page, and friends. Okay, let's apply the same functionality to other menu. Sorry, back here. I'm going to say this same thing here, but rename it to friends. The same thing with this down here, brand request.php and such. Then profile. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing with the footer menu.php. Request search, then profile. It's supposed to be profile. Let's take a look and give it a shot. See, it's working. It's just working perfectly. So then, next to do is to take care of this profile submenu, which if it is clicked, like this menu is going to be highlighted, this and so on. Alright, so let's give it a shot as well. But this profile submenu is not going to work the same way as we did to this menu, because we are going to use get global variable instead of server global variable. In that case, we are going to create a new function down here and call it get URL. I'm also going to pass value here. And get global variable has one technical issue, which is to check if it is set. Because if we did not check whether it's set or not, when the global variable is not set, it's going to give us a undefined array, which is a syntax error, which we don't need it to be that way. So in that case, we are going to solve that problem with this set function and say get variable. Our variable here, our array here is profile, and then we are going to pass it here. When get variable is set to profile array, then we are going to make our query, and else it's not going to give us undefined array. Alright, I'm going to return this and say something similar to this. Alright, but using get global variable. Our array here is going to be profile as this one. Say if it is equals to our value here. When whatever the value is, then it's going to be this. Alright, let's get back here and copy this code and use it in our profile file. Okay, but here we are going to use this card instead of list tag, and here we are going to pass our value through that value variable. The value here is going to be this value, which is my username. My username equals to my username. Okay, since we have not linked our app with the database, so that's why I called the username. Let's take a look. Ouch. Unexpected talking. Also, if it's supposed to work now. Username should work. Profile. We are going to change this to get URL instead of. Alright, you see it working. and it's going to work the same way as it does with the menu bar with the remaining profile submenu. But you see, the first menu it worked, so we are going to take care of the remaining submenu. I'm going to copy this as we did earlier and paste it down to the remaining submenu, but with the change of value. Edit, privacy, delete, and out. I'm going to do the same thing with the compressed layout. Okay, down here. So calculate this. Now, yes. Edit. Privacy. Delete. And sign out. And let's take a look. See it working. Edit profile, privacy, delete, and sign out. It's working as we expected it to. I think we did a great job here. So I think that's all for today. We are going to stop here. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you do, kindly like, share with your friends, and drop your comment down below. Please, you can say anything regarding this video. Just I want to know what you think about this episode or the entire series I'm trying to make. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and tap on the notification bell to be getting notification for my updates. Until next time, always make up and never give up.